Yo, my people, my people, my people, my people. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I just got off work not too long ago. I got the shades on because I am tired as hell, man. Like, I just want to knock out. But I wanted to get this video to you guys because it's seeming more and more possible that the Philadelphia 76ers are going to trade Ben Simmons. And the recent report from most sources is that he wants to go to the Warriors. However, I don't really see the benefit for the Philadelphia 76ers in a trade to the Warriors. Another destination that has been talked about all offseason is the Portland Trail Blazers. And this is a destination for the Philadelphia Sixers that makes perfect sense if they can get Damien Lillard in this trade. You get a perfect outside punch to go with the inside with Joel Embiid. You'll still have Tobias Harris. And they just added Andre Drummond. Great rebounder force inside, even though he seems inadequate when it comes to scoring anything other than putbacks. Because that playoffs, oh boy. But I just want to say before we get into this that in my humble opinion, from Portland's side of this trade, it just doesn't make sense to me unless they completely want to rebuild with a young star in Ben Simmons. But what is the point of having a young star if he can't score? I don't believe any team would want CJ McCollum as their primary scoring option if they can help it. No offense to CJ McCollum, but he's a second, third option at best. But let's look at this team right now. So Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, Tobias Harris, Andre Drummond. I know you guys want to see how did we get this trade done. And we're going to have to slide over here to transactions. Where's that at? Front office? Well, league news. Here we go. Transaction report. Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, Tyrese Maxey, 2 first rounders get us Damian Lillard, and I threw in Jalen LeCue. Not because I like him, even though I do, but because it made the cap work. So this is the move. I believe this is what they'd have to give up. Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, 2 young players. Tyrese Maxey has shown an ability to give some offense. Matisse Thybulle, an elite defender already if he gets an offensive game. Great NBA player. And Ben Simmons is a star, just can't score. And a great question would be, what is the point of having a star in the league if he can't give you buckets? But we're focused on Philly this time around. And this team looks amazing with these 4 as the primary guys. Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, Tobias Harris, and Andre Drummond. Now, since the last time I talked to you guys, Russell Westbrook was traded to the Lakers. Now, y'all know that's my favorite player. Y'all know I'm excited. So to be honest, I don't care what Philly does in the grand scheme of things. Nobody's beating LA. Let me tell you, I mean it. No one. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. But for this rebuild, we're going to find a way to get Joel Embiid that first championship. And I'm going to digress from that and move my biases to the side. Now, as we look at this starting lineup, Shake Milton right now is the starting shooting guard. I feel like that is the position we definitely want to get better at. And also Andre Drummond. Okay. Now, this is also interesting. I feel like Andre Drummond and Joel Embiid, I don't want them 2 playing on the same floor. So, no, we're going to work with this. Shake Milton has to go, though. We need a starting caliber shooting guard, and Shake Milton is not that. So, I'm going to throw him in with a first and see what we can work out. On the trade market, as you guys see, there goes Grayson Allen, Eric Bledsoe. Oh, my gosh, is he falling off a cliff. Who else? We got Brandon Goodwin, Duncan Robinson. He signed a big deal with the Miami Heat. I love the signing for them. Marksman from outside. Mason Plumlee, we don't need another center. Buddy Hield. Yes, I'm going to accept this without question. Because Buddy Hield is someone who was expected to go to the Lakers is a knockdown shooter. Will be perfect in Philly to help with this team with Damian Lillard in the backcourt. Now, Danny Green is the next guy. He's actually a free agent. So we're going to move him as well because he definitely won't be on the team. But who can we move him for? We're going to throw in that first rounder for a couple years later and see what we can get to make this team just a little better. Malik Monk on the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think they would trade him right now, though. I think all the help they can get. I like Terrence Ross a lot coming off the bench. Dorian Finney-Smith, not bad. JaMychal Green, no. Aaron Holiday, no. Josh Hart, not bad either. Actually plays good defense. Kind of a younger Danny Green. Can shoot the three a little bit. I don't mind that Josh Hart move. Dennis Smith Jr., so much talent. Just hasn't been able to put it together in the league yet. Stanley Johnson, Drew Eubanks, Frank Kaminsky. This is not looking like what... Ooh, I like this move. Davis, Bertans, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. For Danny Green, a first, and Justin Robinson, we are going to accept that. That adds a little depth to the team. Andre Drummond is still our number one man off the bench. Seth Curry is also very good. I still want another good scorer, though. So Anthony Tolliver, Jaden Springer, they're going to have to go. We're going to throw in our first rounders. We're trying to get... Ooh, Lauri Markkanen off the bench would be interesting. Actually, Lauri Markkanen starting would be interesting. Clearly, we're trying to build an elite team for one season. That's why I don't really care about the first round draft picks. Lauri Markkanen is interesting to me. Only because he's an outside shooting big with a lot of potential. And I could see that working out well with someone like Joel Embiid giving us enough space on the floor. Diallo and Dennis Smith Jr., not really. Jayshawn Tate, no. Frank Kaminsky, also an outside shooting big. Robert Covington's an interesting move from the Portland Trail Blazers. But I'm not really feeling it. Actually, Rocco playing small forward is actually kind of interesting. He gives us that defensive mindset. And right now, we actually don't have another defender in that starting lineup. Lauri Markkanen does not play defense. So I think Rocco is actually going to be who we go with. So add Robert Covington into the starting lineup. Now Damian Lillard, Buddy Hield, Robert Covington, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid with Andre Drummond as our sixth man is not that bad at all. Still, we want a scorer off the bench. Not saying Seth Curry's not, but maybe just an even better scorer. So Furkan Korkmaz, we're going to try to move maybe Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in this last first rounder and see what we can get. Draymond Green, I just don't see why or how the Warriors would ever give him up, heart and soul of that team. I don't know. We might have to trade someone with a bit more value. Or, let me see if any possible position changes would affect this. I know moving Andre Drummond would probably be an interesting thing to do. Buddy Hield needs to stay where he is. Seth Curry, there's really no benefit to moving him. Neither is Korkmaz. Looks like everybody is actually at their best position right now. Like, no doubt. It doesn't seem like changing anybody is going to help our cause. What we need to do is possibly move Bertans and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in a first rounder. And maybe we can get something a little better for that. I'm looking for one more, I guess not elite, but good scorer off the bench who can possibly give us double digits. And right now I'm not finding it. Like, nobody's giving me nothing. Okay. All right. Bertans, a first and a second. Oh boy, Brook Lopez is an interesting one. Jabari Parker's an interesting one. Okay, we're getting some different deals now than what we were getting. Terrence Ross, what is his shot tendency? Not bad. Another good scorer off the bench. His shot tendency is probably higher than Bertans. It is. Plus we get Wagner, about to call him Wagner like I don't watch Michigan basketball. Wagner. I actually like that move, bringing Terrence Ross off the bench. Another three-point shooter, another guy that can space the floor, another guy that can score. And also because of 2K, he's probably in a better position to make an impact. Terrence Ross is going to come in over David Bertans. Terrence Ross and Korkmaz is going to be the last guy we move before we get through this first season. Terrence, man, oh, I love that pickup. If his shot tendency wasn't in the tubes. Shake Milton, we could bring him back. Davis Bertans, I was actually did like him, so just switch him right back. Because thinking about it, we do need a shooter. So Andre Drummond, Davis Bertans, Terrence Ross, Seth Curry, Contavious Powell Pope, and Mo Wagner will probably run a 10-man rotation with Doc. So I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this. The next thing we need to do is system proficiency. Grit and grind is not what we're looking for. Post-centric is kind of interesting because of getting Embiid the ball. The triangle, I've never seen that be rated so highly. 7 seconds is what we're going to go with, though. Yeah, we're going to go with 7 seconds. I always set our scoring options as well. At least if I remember to, I try my best. So, number one scoring option is still Joel. Well, actually, Damien Lillard will be the number one, and Joel Embiid will be the number 2. 1-2 punch right there, neutral offensive focus. We're going to leave this stuff the same for this first year, and then we'll go from there. So, let's get to the mid-season mark and see what we're working with. This should be a pretty good team in my estimation in the East. As yeah, we're winning a lot of games. Change targets. Let's just go ahead and let the CPU scout people. I'm not really stressing about draft picks with all this top tier talent. And we are winning a whole bunch of games. Okay, this is the best team we've made so far, like in a while. As return players to the G League, return players to the G League, and we're going to keep it pushing. I'm actually pretty impressed considering we're not stacked to the top with talent. It seems like we just have pieces that fit in 2 top tier players. This usually, you guys have seen the last couple rebuilds I've done on 2K. It has been tough, but the Philadelphia 76ers, we are dominating the Eastern Conference right now. At 32-7 and continuing to rack up wins. No, we don't want to stop simulating. Keep it rolling. And yes, sir. We actually lost a couple games now. Let me see what the All-Star game is looking like. Right now, Joel Embiid is starting, and so is Damian Lillard. Oh, I guess I should have. I kind of skipped it. I don't think Tobias Harris made an All-Star team. We'll check the stats now. Damian Lillard, come on now. He's balling. Y'all know what time it is. 26 points, 11 assists, 50, 40, 90 club. This man is ridiculous with the numbers. Joel Embiid, 22, 11, 2 blocks, a couple assists. He's playing great. Buddy Hield and Tobias Harris are picking up the slack. And Andre Drummond off the bench is actually playing very well. And the bench scoring is actually good. We got 2 top bench scorers, and nobody's like really slacking off except Contavious Caldwell Pope. But I think that has to do he has the least amount of minutes. So, numbers are distributed perfectly though. Damian Lillard is really that man. We're going to go ahead and continue. 39-13. Let me check the standings as well. We're number 1 in the East. Western Conference. What'd I tell y'all about them Lakers? Brooklyn Nets are 2 at 37-13. But the Lakers are dominating the West Coast with the Clippers. And also the Nuggets. Those teams. Wow, it's really... Okay, it's a close race. Be honest. Actually, no. The Lakers are way ahead. What am I talking about? 6.5 games ahead, to be honest. We're only 1 game ahead. I want to check also our team stats. What are we shooting from 3? We're actually not a... Are we a top 10 shooting team? We are not. Oh, wait. Are we? Yeah. Actually, that is the difference. We're the top 3-point shooting team in the league. Field goal percentage, we're top 5. Okay, so we're actually a very, very good team. Rebounds, we're at the top of the list. I have a feeling that has something to do with Drummond and Embiid being on the same team. You got 2 elite rebounders on the first and second unit. Assist, we are playing team ball. We are 5th in the league as the Nets. James Harden is running that shit perfectly. Okay, and just some of the advanced stats, but we're pretty much topping just about everything in the league. Or top 10, I would say. Playing great. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the season. I'm not going to make any changes with the rosters right now. Clearly, we're winning games, so I don't want to mess with anything. As now we're starting to drop some games. We beat the Warriors, beat the Pistons. Okay, there goes the streak. Looks like we might get 60 wins. This might be the first time in the video no, we're not going to get 60 wins. Maybe. I got 58. Giannis wins MVP, averaging 30 and 13 and 7. Oh my gosh. And 36% from the three-point line? Am I reading that right? So he became the GOAT the next year after winning the championship. Cade Cunningham's Rookie of the Year, that makes sense. He should be. He's going to be a big piece for the Detroit Pistons. Andre Drummond, 6th Man of the Year, 12 and 11. I love that. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis. I can see that happening again in the near future. John Morant, Most Improved. I don't know if John Morant would ever win Most Improved. Only because a lot of people already see him as a star in the league. But I guess it could happen. Eric Spoelstra wins Coach of the Year. Luka Doncic, first team All-NBA. I don't see anybody from our team. Second team All-NBA. Ja Morant, then Damian Lillard. Third team, there goes Joel Embiid. So we have people on the second and third team. Ben Simmons for the Portland Trail Blazers is also on the All-NBA third team. As we're going to check his stats for the season to see if he stepped up at all. And let me see here. We're looking for the career stats. His points per game jumped up. Rebounds jumped up. Assists jumped up. Clearly, he has more of a bigger role on the not the Philadelphia 76ers, on the Portland Trail Blazers. Though, in fact, he has to score. They have no other scoring options other than him and C.J. McCollum. And I guess if you want to put Yusuf Nurkic up there, so he's going to have to score more points. So his points per game jumped up. His field goal percentage skyrocketed. And his free throws were still god-awful. But all in all, a pretty good season for Ben Simmons. He's an All-NBA performer. First team All-Defense. What? I expect Ben Simmons to be there. I expect the usual suspect. But Andre Drummond? He really doesn't give effort on defense from what I've seen, but I like it. First team All-Defense. Second team All-Defense. We don't have anybody. We shouldn't have anybody on the All-Rookie team, so I'm going to get past that. But we are the second seed in the East. That explains why the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra coach, got the Coach of the Year. I just want to see. I know Miami, Jimmy Butler, yeah. Okay. So, in this reality, Victor Oladipo is healthy. So, that makes sense why they would get a first seed. And Tyler Hero is no longer a bum like he was this season. So, this team is stacked if you look at it that way. Yeah, they're really stacked, kind of. Okay. And then I also want to see a team that is interesting to me is the Chicago Bulls. Where are they at? They are the 6th seed. Decent. But Zach LaVine, in my mind, will be an elite playoff performer. I'm a Zach LaVine guy. Great athlete. Efficient scorer. Wish he tried a little harder on defense. But hey, a lot of NBA superstars don't. So who am I to judge? But in the first round, we got the Boston Celtics. I'm simulating the round. We should not lose to them, and we do. Every time, y'all. Every time. Jason Tatum is a walk-in bucket with 52 and 11. Joel and what the hell is that? Damien Lillard with 11 points and 12 assists in a closeout game. He sold me. And we lost. That's pretty much what happened. Joel Embiid did his usual thing. So did Andre Drummond. We lose in the first round. We always go 2 years, so don't worry. We'll get better. As in this season, the Toronto Raptors win the championship. Them and what team? I gotta see Fred VanVleet, Scotty Barnes, Chris Boucher, Pascal Siakam, OG. They added Clint Capella. That makes no sense how the Lakers did not win. What the? Dennis Schroeder. That makes no sense to me. The Lakers did not win. They lost to the Toronto Raptors, who added no one but Clint Capella, who I guess moves them to the best team in the East. Like, no. 2K needs to stop. Now, player retirements. Trevor Ariza retires. There's some people off that Lakers retirement home is getting up out of here. But league meetings, y'all know we ain't worried about that. League realignment, we ain't worried about that. And to be honest, we're probably not worried about the draft lottery either. I'm going to just go on ahead and get to the NBA draft. And before that, we're going to make some moves. Now, we're going to go to player stats and see who balled out and who did it. Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris. These guys seem to be great. Robert Covington seemed to be the missing piece with his lack of scoring in that starting lineup. What I'm going to do is trade him right away. Now, usually in that second year, we usually have some people we can move for. So, Evan Fournier is here. I like his scoring input. Got a good shot tendency as well. That could be an interesting move. OG Anunoby off the championship winning Toronto Raptors, I guess, is here too. Eric Gordon's a nice piece, but I don't think that's somebody we need. Norman Powell is interesting. Draymond Green still not interested in bringing in another defensive player because he really can't score. Norman Powell's interesting. I was looking for a bigger name, I'm not going to lie. Y'all know how I always think we got to stack the deck, right? Chris Middleton. Doesn't he fit perfectly? Like that. Like, am I tripping or doesn't that fit perfectly? Chris Middleton. I feel like every time we end up with Chris Middleton, though. And it's because he's kind of one of the easier players to trade for. As you see, Gordon Hayward's here too. Bojan Bogdanovic. What is his shot tendency? Not bad. 6'6". And we get a first round pick. I'm actually liking Bojan too. Kevin Love's an interesting one. I'm going to go with Bojan this time. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Bring him to the team. He will slide right into the starting lineup. Always make that mistake. We can't do it in the offseason. But he's going to slide right into the lineup. Buddy Hield is going to stay. The next person we're going to move, I believe, is maybe Terrence Ross. Because we have a first round pick, we have to see what we can get for those two assets. Trey Burke is here. Malik Monk. After the Lakers came up short. There goes Bojan, not Bogdan. Bojan right there. Duncan Robinson, the sharpshooter. Kyle Kuzma. No people are really down on Kyle lately. And it's really because he hasn't really filled the shoes that we thought he would fill. So I understand. Maybe it's just trying to blow Seth and Terrence Ross. And a first rounder. I'm looking for big names right now. Kevin Love would be nice, but aging. And I know he's going to drop down after that regression. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Joe Harris. Malik Monk. This is tough. Kevin Love. No, he still got the good shot tendency. He might not actually drop down as much as I'm thinking. We're going to bring in Kevin Love. I'm going to try to maximize, as I still make the same mistake. Y'all got to warn me. No lineup changes in the offseason. Hey, Jack, tell me something. Kevin Love is we're going to bring in. Him and Andre Drummond off the bench. That should be a nice interior presence. Clearly, right? Now, Larry Nance has to go. There's no way he stays on this team. This is not somebody we need. We need more of a guard who can score. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is here. Has a decent shot tendency. Only 23 years old. And last year scored about 9.5 points a game. I like it though. For a bench guard, I like that. Joe Harris averaged 11. You know, we always like our spacing. We always like our shooters. Evan Fournier is going to be the guy we bring in, though. Definitely. Bringing Evan Fournier off the bench would be brilliant, especially for a point. And that's what we're looking for here. So Evan Fournier is going to come in. It's just an automatic thing I do. Because I'm just assuming we're going to get the lineups right. Buddy Hield is going to stay. Davis Bertans is going to stay. He actually played good last season. Now, Paul Reed and CJ Ellerby, we're also going to flip them for whatever we can. Is there actually a first-round pick in this draft now? Boban Marjanovic is here. Trying to see if there's anybody that's decent. There's actually 2 first-round picks. So, we're going to add them. I'm sure y'all don't want to see the NBA draft because, to be honest, we don't have the picks. So, as you can see, we don't have any rookie signings. Traded all our picks. Now, moratorium. We're going to skip through here. I do have cap hold on a couple guys. I think I'm going to renounce rights to everybody, though. We're not really interested. Now, free agency. You guys already know it's about being affordable. Gerald Green, 76 overall, is somebody we're going to look at. So is Ersan Ilyasova. Those are our 2 targets coming right in. So Gerald Green and Ersan, they need to get on the team. Plain and simple, and they do. Next, I also like Juan Toscano as a roster filler. So we're going to bring him in as he signs as well. And that's pretty much going to end free agency. I don't believe anybody really moved. Yeah, Kawhi's back with the Clippers. That was the main one I was looking at. Player progression. Joel Embiid, still a stud. Damien Lillard, still a stud. Tobias Harris. Everybody's pretty much the same. Kevin Love actually went up instead of down. That is amazing. Evan Fournier is still good. Buddy Hield goes up. Davis Bertans. So we're seeing a lot more progression instead of regression. Except for the older 2 players, Ersan and Gerald Green. Which is what we needed. Now, I'm not going to worry about the draft class, you guys know, because this is the last season we're going to do. But with that being said, we still need to fill out this roster a little more, in my opinion. And we have first-round picks to do it. So, first and foremost, Duncan Robinson coming here off the bench would be amazing. Taylor Horton-Tucker, I wouldn't mind either. Torrey Craig, Jayshawn Tate and Eric Gordon. I don't know about that. Eric Gordon still scores at a very nice clip, though, for off the bench. Jayshawn Tate's not really a scorer. Moses Brown, Jordan Bell. I forgot he's even in the league. Oh, boy. Derrick Jones Jr., Draymond Green is still an option. Kyle Kuzma. You know what? I'm tempted to go Kyle Kuzma. Only because Duncan Robinson's shot tendency in this game is porous. We're going to go get Kyle Kuzma, bring him in, make this rotation even stronger. As for some reason he's starting. Okay, no, that should not be the case. Hold on, we're going to fix that right now. We cannot have him starting. No offense to Kuzma, he's not there yet. Bogdan will be starting. And then I feel like we lost somebody. Yes, okay. I'm going to just fix this right quick. No offense to Evan Fournier. I'm a fan. But I want Buddy Hield starting for right now. And then Evan Fournier to come off the bench. In the bench mob, 10-man rotation looks nice. But I don't think I'm done yet. Davis Bertans is a backup power forward. We don't really need another backup power forward. We're going to move him and 2 first and try to flip that into something valuable. Norman Powell off the bench piques my interest a lot. as a great guard coming off the bench. Joe Harris is still there. They've been trying to give him away for a bag of cookies. Duncan Robinson is still there. Grayson Allen and Josh Richardson. But do we really need that much depth? Or should we go? I'm thinking Norman Powell. Right off the bat, I'm thinking Norman Powell. Bring him in. Rounding out this roster even better. And if he wants, he can start. I don't mind that. And then, to finish this off, maybe just see what we can get for the end of the roster. And Bojan. And a first round pick. I love it. We're not done yet. I feel like we can still do more. I like Bogdan on this team. To be honest, I really don't want to move anything right now. Buddy Hield. We just going to throw him out there as bait. Scotty Barnes. Okay. But he can't shoot. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. I need shooters. So, if we can't get those shooters, then I don't want it. Tobias Harris. Okay, well, hold on now. Hold on now. Now, I know I talked bad about CJ. I know I did. I know y'all heard me say, well, or Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, now wait. Now look, y'all. I've kind of, okay. Or Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. Brandon Ingram is an interesting one as well. Kristaps. Kemba and Mitchell Robinson. De'Aaron Fox. With Damian Lillard in that backcourt. John Collins. Paul George. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all gonna have to help me with this one. Karl Anthony Towns would be a great power forward. And honestly would probably be better than Tobias Harris. In Philly. Right? CJ McCollum. No. De'Aaron Fox is the other interesting one. De'Aaron Fox is interesting to me. Okay, hold on. Before I trade him, because I know it's tempting. I'm not even going to lie. Let me see if there's anything I can do to make a move for those players without giving up. Because if we can make an upgrade without giving up Tobias Harris, I would like that as well. See, like bringing in Chris Middleton over Bogdan Bogdanovic and matching him up with Tobias would be ferocious. Karl Anthony Towns is nice too, though. But I feel like it's just about... So you gotta think how I'm thinking. I don't think giving up Tobias is the right move. Because he's already such a good player. I'd rather flip one of these lower overalls, maybe like a Norman Powell, for a starter. As you see, he actually doesn't move an overall at all. For a starter. And then go from there. So let me see what Norman Powell offers on the market for a first and a second. As Drew Holiday pops up. Victor Oladipo, interesting. Gordon Hayward's interesting. This is interesting. I didn't think we'd have this much of a problem. But now it's so many options we can do. Evan Fournier is also a guy. But it looks like I'm getting the same offers for him. Bogdan might have to go. I don't want to move Kevin Love. I feel like the scoring off the bench is wonderful with him being there. Bogdan is going to have to go for that first and that second, unfortunately. And I think we're going to bring in Chris Middleton. Pascal Siakam is also tempting. Pascal Siakam is actually very tempting. What can he shoot 3-ball wise? I know he's got a little 3-ball in him, right? A little bit. Can't space the floor a lot, but he does have a mid-range jumper. Him or Chris Middleton, and I just saw Chris Middleton dominate in the playoffs. I feel like we gotta go Chris Middleton here, right? There's no doubt in my mind. We gotta go Chris Middleton. Bring him on the team. He will slide right into the starting rotation next to Norman Powell. And now this team is looking ridiculous. I like it from top to bottom, really. Because I don't think we have any more picks to move. We do not. That means we'll be the team this year. 10-man depth is fine. Damien Lillard and Joel Embiid still need to be the 1 and 2 scoring option, obviously. System proficiency, we're going to keep running the 7 seconds. It was working great, and Chris Middleton is probably a better fit for it anyway. So without further ado, run it up. As I believe we should be the best team in the NBA. And we are struggling. Okay, we weren't really struggling. We just had a couple losses, and it threw me for a loop. And we are losing games, and I have no idea how. We should literally be the best team on the floor. Maybe it has something to do with chemistry. We're starting to pick up some wins now. At 6. What? Okay, maybe I need to fix something. At the trade deadline, we're going to check some stuff. Because we should not be losing this many games. We are blowing some teams out. No, don't stop the simulation at no trade deadline. We're blowing some teams out, as I'm clearly seeing. And we started picking up the wins now. It seems like things are starting to get where they need to be. All-star captains, I know y'all want to see. Joel Embiid made it again, first team. So did Damien Lillard. I don't think I see anybody else on this team. I think the only other guy I would expect to see maybe is Chris Middleton. But he's not here. Now, before we do anything else, let me check player stats. Chris Middleton averaging 13.3 points per game. Tobias Harris averaging 14.9. Damian Lillard is going off once again. 50, 40, 90. This man is ridiculous. So is Joel Embiid dominating. Andre Drummond still dominating off the bench. Norman Powell, the bench unit is actually playing well. I worry about Chris Middleton right now. He's throwing me for a loop. I don't like what I'm getting from him. Now, if we trade him now, it doesn't look like the market's really popping. Gordon Hayward's here. Colin Sexton. With Damian Lillard, I don't like it. I really don't. Chris Paul with Damian Lillard, small guard duo. I guess we just gotta hope that he gets better, man. Right now, Gordon Hayward is averaging 15 points a game. But he's not on the stat. Whoa, but then... Okay, hold on. Maybe I got the whole stats wrong. Because I swear it said player stats. Yeah, I'm not wrong. It says he's averaging 13.3. Why does it say... Oh, that's per 36. Okay. 13.3. But he's better than Gordon Hayward, right? Right, y'all? We're going to keep him. Maybe we could turn the tide the second half of the season. I don't think there's anybody I can really think to move. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's jumping out at me. Norman Powell. I mean, you really no market for him. Maybe Norman Powell and Kuzma, we flip for something big. Okay. Go all in, y'all think? Add Chris Paul to this team and put him in the starting lineup next to Damian Lillard. Could be an interesting experiment. And maybe it's something we need to do. I'm tired of not winning a championship, y'all. I'm sick of it. And we'll get Jay Crowder off the bench. I'm doing it. I don't care what nobody says, I'm doing it. Okay. New plan. We're running the 2-guard set. Which means Damian Lillard now is a shooting guard in this lineup. Chris Paul goes the point guard. Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. Okay. Andre Drummond still the number 1 option off the bench. Kevin Love, Evan Fournier, Buddy Hield. Because I'm going to give Evan Fournier a little more of those minutes. Buddy Hield, Jay Crowder, we're still wanting a 10-man bench depth. Now our starting lineup is optimal with superstars just about. Super team, maybe. Chemistry took a hit, but that should help us get a couple more wins on the season as the wins are starting to pile up now. This is what I expected from this team. Chris Paul in the playoffs should be the difference. As we win 50 games once again, if we lose a couple at the end, and Giannis, 31-12-6. Oh my goodness. Still a monster. Kenny Chandler, don't know him, although generated, keep on pushing. Andre Drummond, 6th man of the year, back to back. Giannis Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year. Evan Mobley, most improved. I can see that happening. And James Borrego, second in the conference, 56-26. I don't think that's my coach because Doc is ours, but he won coach of the year. All NBA first team, nobody on ours. All NBA second team, Damien Lillard, the baller he is. And all NBA third team, I don't see Joel Embiid. I don't like it. Where's Joel? First team all defense, there goes Joel Embiid right there. Second team all defense. Don't see anybody else representing us. And we don't have any rookies. We are the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. I'm letting y'all know now, I am shortening rotation this time around for the playoffs. If we don't win this one, I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's go ahead and look at the season stats before we get into the playoffs. 25-10, 50, 40, 90. Do I have to say it for Damian Lillard? Joel Embiid, 20-12, got snubbed off the All-NBA team. 2 blocks a game. Chris Paul is balling. Tobias Harris is balling. Chris Middleton is balling. Best starting lineup in the league. The bench is still putting forth a good effort. Like, I see no problem with the bench. We should be winning games, man. We got Brooklyn first round. I don't know how they fell off that tough. Golden State's back as the number 1 seed. The Lakers are the 7th seed? Hold on. Now, I'm going to just look at some stuff now. We just saw the Lakers are the 7th seed. Yeah, they still got the big 3. I don't know what the heck's going on over there. And Brooklyn is the 6th seed. There's no injuries on people, so there's no reason why this team isn't fully healthy. Let's go to the Nets. Yeah, everybody's there. Must just be depth that's killing them. The super teams have fallen off the map. This time we're going to simcast 1 game at a time. I don't trust it. I'm going to just be completely... And we're already losing. I don't understand. Simcast. Come on, y'all. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We should be blowing them out every game. Like, I don't understand. What's our box score looking like? 29-12, 24-14, 19-12. That's what I love to see. Double-doubles from 3 players on the team. Simcast again. They have no... Okay, well, they got the big 3. I was going to say they have nobody to compete with us, but they do. But we win again. We are up 2-1. Simcast again. And here come the Nets. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. They won that one by 3 points. This is the deciding game. If we don't win this one, we're probably going home. Y'all see how I stopped it because I'm scared? We're going to slow it down just a little bit. We're scoring. We're hitting threes. We look like we can win this game, ladies and gentlemen. We're pushing towards the end. We got a big run, and we win it. You see how I fast it up once I got a little more confident. We get out of this round, I feel like we win in the championship. This is going to be the hardest round to get past. And oh my gosh, the Nets, man. As I've slowed it down here again, we need a run. We get a run. We had a third quarter with 37 points. Damian Lillard balled out. Joel Embiid had a tough game. Okay. Who's killing us? Kevin Durant, right? I don't really have nobody to guard him, though. Ben Simmons isn't here anymore. Yeah, I have nobody to guard him. So it's pretty much just, we got to do the best we can. Oh, boy. Okay. Simulate with Simcast. Okay. Come on, Philly. Come on, I'm gonna slow it down for y'all. Okay, come on. We up by 10. We pushing this to the floor. We up 4 minutes left. Unless KD's gonna be a superhero, we got this one in the bag. Okay, we pushing it. We got this one. We got it. We on to the next round. Whew. Okay. Now, simulate round. We got the Hornets. LaMelo Ball has become a superstar already. Simulate with Simcast. We should blow the Hornets out. Okay, we win the first game, as we should. They're not that good. Checking the box score. Book Knight is balling. He is a scorer. LaMelo Ball actually didn't do as much as I thought he'd be doing. PJ Washington. RP my man's checkbook. She wasn't with you shooting in the gym, PJ. She wasn't with you shooting in the gym. She wasn't with you shooting, man. He got a ball like that. He got a monkey on his back. But he balled out. Terry Rozier. Okay, so the usual suspects. They didn't add anybody. But Book Knight, the rookie, who should be, okay. Simulate Simcast. We should win this game as well. The Hornets just aren't a good matchup for us. We should win this round. I'm going to just go ahead and sim the round. We sweep them. The defending championship Raptors are in our way. We have to stomp them in the ground. Now, let me go on ahead. Simcast. The Raptors shouldn't be a match for us either. Now we're Chris Paul. And we tied a game up. We actually made it a game, but they still found a way to win. Once again, our third quarters have been amazing. Okay. Next game, we come out firing. We're dominating. We dominated. Oh my God. Lillard dropped 47 and 12. 14 for 22, 7 threes. That's the Damien Lillard I know. Chris Paul's not looking so old. Got a new team. Got his swagger back in the playoffs. We should beat the Raptors, man. They are not this good. And we are struggling. I almost wanted... Who do they... They got Pascal, right? They're just a balanced scoring team. Like, they don't have a star. Clint Capella... I just don't get it, man. I don't get what's going on. We should win this next game. It's going to be a hard-fought series, it looks like. We're not going to win this next game. They're up 3. In what world does this Raptors team... Scotty Barnes, the dude I did not trade for because he has no shot tendency, is dropping 25 on our heads. Malachi Flynn, are you serious? These are the guys that's killing us? Not even Fred Van... We got to win a game, man. Okay. I don't know what to do right now. I really don't. I just traded Chris Paul out the lineup. What am I doing? I'm going to run a balanced lineup. We're going to switch our system in the playoffs. That's what you call an adjustment. And we're going to try to win this game. We're fighting. We're fighting now. We're fighting. It's tough, though. The Raptors they're so doggone good. We haven't scored. Okay, we score. We're scoring in bunches now. It's a tight one. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going. I never jump in. I never jump in, guys. I never jump in. I really don't. Because I don't want to, but we ain't done nothing good yet. I got to go to the controls. Where we go? Where we go? Choose sides. I'm going to just get in the middle and we're going to see what's popping. As you already see here, Scotty Barnes, Fred Van Vliet to Scotty. He's not a shooter, 2K. Clint Capella. Clint Capella's on the boards. And I can't make this up. Damien Lillard has the Gatorade symbol. We call a timeout. Okay. Can we skip the timeout? Okay. We got to get past this timeout. We got to get past it. Okay. They're back on the floor. We're back. Fred VanVleet, player of the game alert. 25.7 for 15. I'm looking at this stuff and I'm just, there's no way. Chris Paul's tired too. The whole doggone team is tired. We didn't pack enough Gatorade on the sidelines. And this dumb SOB gets a 5-second violation. 52 seconds left. I think our playoff hopes might be over. Joel Embiid. And the second coming of Michael Jordan, a.k.a. Scotty Barnes, simply lays. Pass the ball. Wait, I'm playing. What the heck? I thought I wasn't. Okay, pick and roll. Get Dame to the cup. And one! Usually I don't play, but I gotta jump in. I gotta get us this win. Where we at? 40 seconds left. I see Pascal Siakam. Give me that ball. Chris Paul going to the other end. He gets blocked. You suck, Chris Paul. And we foul Pascal. I might have just trolled us. I should have thrown the lob. As Pascal Siakam knocks down the first one. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're going to need a quick bucket here from Dame. I'm talking like quick, fast, and in a hurry. And Pascal Siakam playing the... Come on, man. Come on. You got to be kidding me, 2K. Every time, though. Not even I could save us. Like, I'm at a loss for words right now. Like, oh my gosh, man. Down by 8. With 16 seconds left. And somehow the Toronto Raptors. Listen to me, guys. The Toronto Raptors beat this team. Like, come on, 2K. There's no way, man. Like, the losing streak continues. I don't think I've gotten a championship yet. Buddy Hield for 3. He misses. Y'all gotta understand, I play next year. Oh, my. We lost. That's it. I have no words. I have no words, ladies and gentlemen. The Toronto Raptors, once again, I'm done. I can't get out of this game quick enough. Like, I want to quit so bad because they just showing the trophy in my face. Like, we get eliminated again. I know y'all probably want to see who won the championship. And the Golden State Warriors went. And Finals MVP, Jonathan Kuminga, at a 91 overall, averaging 22 and 15 with 2 steals and a block. And this mofo shot 0% from the 3. Well, that's it for me, y'all. I'm at a loss for words. Y'all can look at the team one more time. Let's go to the playoff stats. I really don't know what to tell you. Chris Paul playoff struggles continue. His turnovers went up, but I guess everybody did because they're playing more. But Buddy Hield probably sold us, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know, man. I haven't won a championship yet, I don't believe, on this. I don't know what to tell y'all, man, at this point. I don't know what to do to win one. I don't have no answers for y'all, man. Y'all can't tell me this starting lineup ain't brilliant. Y'all can't tell me this starting lineup ain't brilliant. Like, maybe you could say maybe the bench. I mean, but even the benches. I digress. Once again, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Namaste. I'm Ajax1K, man. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out of here, man.